guys, so just a real quick heads up. Kiwi does do a little bit of screaming in this tutorial. So if you do have sensitive ears, maybe you want to turn it down a little bit or even maybe do captions. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the tutorial too much. He just really, really hates my book stand, and I don't really know what to do about that. He usually spends some time screaming when I get it out, so I do apologize for that. But on the other hand, hopefully you guys enjoy the tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Alright guys, so after last week's dumpster fire of a stitch tutorial, we are going to skip number 43, which was the horizontal ridges with eyelets. I still have not been able to figure out how to do that stitch properly, and I've had more than one of you guys tell me that they thought maybe the diagram had a mistake in it. So we're going to move on to stitch number 44. It is on page number 25 of the New Crochet Stitch Dictionary. I will link where you guys can get this book, as well as where you can get these hand-sculpted crochet hooks in the description box below. Today I am using my S'mores Kitty hook. It is a 5.5 millimeter clover hook. So first thing you're gonna do for this, did you really just do that, Kiwi? Sir, I'm really not down with this. Anyways, number 44, jointed double crochets. First thing you're going to do is you're going to chain an odd stitch count plus 3 for your beginning chain. I've got 15 chained here so far, so I'm going to go ahead and chain my 3 starting chains, and then in the 4th chain from your hook, you're going to place a double crochet. Now this first row is going to be a little bit different than the rest of the rows. And I did get distracted. These are hand, I think I got distracted. These are hand sculpted. I'll leave the information for the hook and the book in the description box below if you guys are interested. So yeah, first double crochet goes into the 4th chain from your hook. From there, we're going to start our joined double crochets, and to do that, we are going to go into this vertical bar of your first double crochet, and we're going to draw up a loop, and we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to skip the next chain, and in this next chain here, we're going to insert our hook, draw up a loop, chain 1. You should have 3 loops on your hook, and you're just going to draw through all 3. Oh, I got tangled yarn here. Oh gosh. Anyways, moving on. So for our next one, we're going to go into this vertical bar here. Draw up a loop, chain 1, skip a stitch or skip a chain, go into the next chain, draw up a loop, chain 1, yarn over and draw through all 3, and you are going to go ahead and do that all the way down the row. So I'm here at the end of my row, and for my last joined double crochet, I'm going to go in, drop a loop, chain 1, skip the next chain in that last chain. I'm going to drop a loop, chain 1, and I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm just going to yarn over and draw through all 3. So this is what it looks like after row 1. Like I said, row 1 is a little bit different than the rest of the rows. So for row 2, we're going to chain up 3 and turn our work. This time we won't be skipping any stitches. So right here in our first stitch, we're going to place our first double crochet. And then we're going to start our joined double crochets. So going in to that vertical bar, we're going to draw up a loop, chain 1. And then in the next stitch, insert our hook, drop a loop, chain 1. You have 3 on your hook. You're just going to yarn over and draw through all 3. And we're going to do that all the way down. And your piece should look something like this after row 2. And really, row 3 is just a repeat of row 2. So I'm going to go ahead and work up a swatch and meet back up with you guys to give you my thoughts on this particular stitch. Alright guys, so I'm back. I actually ended up only doing 4 rows total, if you don't count my starting chain. So what I'm thinking about this particular stitch is it does have some nice texture to it. I find myself naturally having a looser tension. So if I wanted something tighter, I would have to size down. I use a 5.5 millimeter hook. If I wanted something tighter or a more closed stitch, I would have to size down a hook size at least, because I just naturally feel like I need to crochet looser. Another thing about this stitch, if you were going to use it as a wearable, which I imagine that would be the case with this stitch, you would have to keep in mind that it does shrink. I started out with a chain of 15 as my base chain, and we only actually worked into every other stitch. So that left me with a total of 8 stitches for the rest of the rows. Once we did that first row, I only had 8 joined double crochets, and then for every row after that I had 8 joined double crochets. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to use a stitch as a wearable, that it is one of those stitches that likes to shrink up a little bit. But anyways guys, that is what I have for you for this stitch of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. Maybe you guys learned a new stitch. I don't know. But I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!